very likely, if they find someone else who they like, they may actually bang them within a couple of hours or 1 hour. If you can, to say, well, come to my place for a drink or whatever. In my personal case, I do not do it because of my lifestyle. It's my choices. In this video, we're going to talk about second dates. First of all, I'd like to point out that second dates is something that I do not normally do. It's just my own thing. From my experience, because I always have many women in my life anyway. Again, it's something that is completely down to you. Because of my lifestyle, I always have a number of girlfriends anyway, and I make it clear to everyone. And so what I find is, if I have to go through a number of dates to sleep with a woman, normally as soon as normally they wouldn't actually do it. They wouldn't go for a second date if they know that I've got so many women. So they don't normally come for a second date. But in the cases where I haven't actually talked about it, then when they sense there's something of the sort, then they disappear. So in my personal case, I do not do it because of my lifestyle. It's my choices. But if you're a normal guy who just wants a monogamous thing, then you can do second dates. They're kind of easy, I'd say, especially if you're a normal guy, because what you do in the first date, you're actually building comfort. You may want to do some escalation, not taking it quite fast. You may want to try at least one close. I would suggest you always try it. You never know. Do not underestimate women who actually sleep with you on the first date, because if they actually do it, it's really because it's not because they're sluts, it's because they like you. One of the misconceptions about first dates and second dates and so on and third dates is as if you go with them on fourth dates, and then after 4 dates then they sleep with you, is that they're very good women and they don't actually they're not easy. What it means is that they've done it with you. Very likely, if they find someone else who they like, they may actually bang them within a couple of hours or 1 hour. So don't make the assumption that the girl that actually make it hard for you to sleep with her is because she's good. No. Very likely, most likely, especially in this day and age, is because she doesn't like you enough to do it. So she has loads of reservation about doing it with you. So it's not because she's a saint or anything of the sort, because very likely she's gone to a club and she's done it within a few, sometimes even 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you never know. So I would suggest that you always try the first date. But if you're actually playing the second date and third date thing, you may actually do it. And the way I suggest you do it, if you want to go for a second date, is that you don't play hard during the first date. You sort of lay your foundations, you get your comfort in place, you do a bit of flirting, a bit of contacts, just touching, a bit of romantic touching, holding her hand and all that, and try, if you can, to say, well, come to my place for a drink or whatever. Do the usual stuff. And if she's not down to that, what you do, just tone it down, and then tone it down with have a normal conversation, and then suggest a second date later on. That's how to go for a second date. Very, very simple. But once again, being the freaking hardcore I am, I couldn't care less about a second date. I do allow some second dates in very rare circumstances, when things are going really, really well on the first date, and for some logistical problems things don't go down, or the girl seems to be worth my time one way or another. So I may go for a second date or a third date. But very, very rarely I invest any time on second and third dates. Very, very rarely on third dates at all, especially in my later years. So this is all, and check out some of my infields soon after this video.
你好，可以进去吗？我帮你。
我的技术不怎么好。
对对，我现在开始发现了啊，没有，我发错了，我知道。13年，你什么时候过来这边的？对，来，非常好，非常方便。我来后山来呀，直走。
我都走过了。
对，我知道，我位置发错了。
那个有时候那个定位